about your bad habits: procrastination, not keeping your word, not keeping promises to yourself. Bad habits are responsible for so many things, and unfortunately they've built over time that now you don't even notice. It's become like second nature. So today what I'll share with you are 5 tips that you can use to break your bad habits and to help you build better habits. And this is inspired by James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. So if you'd like to go deeper in this topic, I highly recommend this book. This is one of the books that actually changed my life, because when it comes to running a business, your business is a reflection of you. If you have bad habits, that will reflect in your business. So it's important that you build better habits so that you're able to give your customers better service, give better products, be more consistent, and a lot of the things that really help you succeed in business. Because it's not just about what you know, what makes you an expert in your field or in your business. It's about execution. And if you don't have the right habits, you'll not be able to execute with the expertise that you need to grow a successful business. So as you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, let me start with the first part, the first point. So the first one is making it obvious. If you want to create a new habit, a positive habit, you need to make it obvious. And this is what I mean. So if you want to lose weight, for example, you need to make sure that your fridge doesn't have the things that make you put on weight, that your environment is cleansed of the things that help to keep your bad habits alive. Because let me tell you, everything that you're going to do in life is based on your habits, things that you do so repeatedly that they become second nature. And out of that then becomes your personality. And out of that then becomes your actions, which then become what you then end up manifesting. You know, at the end of the day, your actions are what then determine your outcome. So the first thing you want to do is make it obvious. Like, remove that stuff that's in your fridge if you're looking at losing weight. If you're looking at doing something, and there's something he talks about as well that's called habit stacking. Habit stacking is powerful. So it's where you take something that you do on a regular without thinking. Like, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, or you wake up in the morning and you do something like you have coffee. So you can habit stack where you build in the habit you want on top of something that you do all the time. So if, say, for example, you need to floss, like flossing is one of the things people don't get to do on a regular. But if you put the floss next to your toothbrush and you commit to flossing every time you're brushing your teeth, flossing one tooth every time you're brushing your teeth, then you'll start to build that flossing habit. So if you want to create a habit, like you want to create, let's say, meditation, you want to meditate or you want to exercise for 5 minutes every day, and you drink tea every day, which requires that you probably boil water or put it on the stove or something, and this is a habit that you do every day, then as you're waiting for your water to boil, you can do your 5 minutes of a workout or 5 minutes of meditation. So you make it obvious and you stack it on top of something you're already doing. So that's the first one. And you want to write this stuff down because this stuff is good and it really does help you shift your habits. If you have any bad habits, shift them, replace them with something better, and actually incorporate habits that you want, things that you want into your life, into your daily life. So that's the first one, make it obvious. The second one is make it easy. So you want to make a new habit that you're looking to introduce really easy. And in this case, let's say if we use the example of losing weight and you want to join a gym or work out on a regular, make it easy by putting your sneakers beside your bed. So that as soon as you wake up, the first thing that's there is your sneakers. You put on your sneakers and you head to the gym. So you reduce any friction, any resistance. Pack your gym bag the night before. always have your gym bag or gym clothes in the car, so that it's so easy for you to just say, I'm stuck in traffic, let me just drop by the gym. So make it easy. Make it easy by moving the fruits and the vegetables, the apples, the things that you're supposed to be eating, moving them from the bottom vegetable rack to the top, so that when you open your fridge, it's very easy for you to grab an apple instead of grabbing a Coke. So make it easy. And when you make it easy, it's interesting. There's actually a study that was done, and it was done in schools where they were trying to discourage people from drinking Coke because of how sweet it is and too much sugar, and it does damage to your teeth and stuff like that. So what they did is they switched and moved the water from the bottom, because the water used to be at the bottom, they moved it to the top, and they moved the sodas to the bottom. And this increased the number of people who would then drink water instead of drinking Coke. So making something easy, don't underestimate these things. They seem simple, but it's the simple stuff that really gets you results. It's not about buying an expensive fitness watch or the most expensive sneakers that will get you the results at the gym. It's the simple things. Reducing your intake of calories and being consistent with your workouts. It's so simple that people are like, there must be something more complex. Let me buy these shoes that have this thing. That it's the simple stuff, the standard basic stuff. That's where you start. So even this, like how to make something easy, it seems simple, but it is so powerful. And the third is make it attractive. So here's the thing about good habits and bad habits. Good habits tend to get their reward after. There's a delayed gratification thing. While bad habits tend to give you instant gratification. So if you want to make a good habit attractive, you have to reward yourself at the end of achieving that thing or doing that good habit, so that you can reduce the gratification, the period of gratification. Because sometimes, and I'll continue to use this weight loss example since I'm on that road, or let's talk about reading a book, because I love to read books, and we're talking about James Clear's book. So when it comes to when you've decided to read a book every day, and you've said that every day I'm going to read a chapter in the morning, the benefit of that will come much later. That's the delayed gratification. But the benefit of eating something decadent happens now, when your taste buds enjoy the best of flavors in your mouth. So what you want to do is reward yourself for reading a chapter every day. And this can be as simple as creating a calendar and crossing out the day that you read. So when you read that day, you put an X or you put a line. And this gives you like a calendar, especially these big wall calendars. It gives you like a calendar where you can see at an instant how well you're doing and the fact that you haven't skipped any days of reading. And that alone, just checking that off your list, gives you gratification. And you know what's so funny? Because I've done this before, you probably have. But you know how when you do a to-do list or a list of things that you're supposed to do today, there's such gratification in crossing off an item that sometimes when I do something off my list that was important, maybe it came up impromptu, once I complete it, I write it on the list just so I can cross it out. Because it feels good to achieve this thing. So you want to give yourself gratification. You want to give yourself instant gratification for doing the thing that you committed to doing. That's towards building this habit of reading every day. Right? So making it attractive. Then the fourth. And the fourth is making it satisfying. And it's kind of related to making it attractive, where you reward yourself at the end. But making it satisfying, you can also use other techniques, like when you tell somebody else, when you commit to other people and you get an accountability partner. It's funny that we're more inclined to do things that we commit to others more than the things that we commit to ourselves. This has worked so well with people that it's incredible. For me, it's actually working well towards my channel, my YouTube channel, because I committed to you in a video earlier that I did where I said I'm going to achieve 100,000 subscribers on my channel. And I set out to figure out what does it take to achieve 100,000 subscribers. And the first key thing is that I must create content that is valuable, that will make you like and subscribe to my channel. It's not going to be by buying people, buying subscribers or doing things that will get me subscribers in the short run but not engaged subscribers. I want engaged subscribers, so I have to deliver value. And that's the thing, when you commit to doing something, you go out in search of making sure it happens, because I can't let you down. But I'm more likely to let myself down when all it's in is in my head, when I've never told anyone, because no one will know that I've let down anyone. And unfortunately, those things really eat at you because you get to live with yourself and the fact that you didn't keep your word. So sharing this and telling other people, this is what I'm going to do, this is my big goal, it will put the fear of letting them down in you, and suddenly you start to build the habits or start to do the things that you need to do. So even when you feel like procrastinating, you're like, man, I've got to create this video because I made a promise. I told people 100,000 subscribers. It's not going to happen by not producing any videos. So I need to do the video even when I don't feel like doing it. You get my drift, right? Cool. And then the fifth one. Now this fifth one is less of a tip and more of a long-term thing that will help you achieve any habit in the long run. It's actually the thing that makes sure that your habit sticks literally forever. And that's your identity. Shifting your identity from the person who used to do the things that you want to stop to the person who does the things that you want to start. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're trying to quit smoking and it's your bad habit, you want to quit it, so the alternative is to stop smoking. But when you stop smoking and somebody offers you a cigarette and you say, oh no, I'm not smoking, I quit smoking, you're actually telling your personality, your character, that your character hasn't changed. The alternative is to say, I'm not a smoker. To become the thing that you want the good habit to be associated with. So when it comes to changing your bad habits, don't just change the habit, take on the identity of the person with the good habit, of the person who's dropped this bad habit altogether. An identity shift is the biggest long-term habit shifter ever. If you want to become fit, you're not on diet, or you want to become fit and you want to eat better, don't go on diet. Change your lifestyle. Change your identity to be the identity of the person who eats healthier, who eats more vegetables, who's more careful about what they put in their mouth, who has the apples from the vegetable rack to the top of the fridge. Become that person who opts for water before a sweet sugary drink. Shift your identity, not just the habit, the thing that you do, because that you can do. It takes 66 days, research has shown it takes 66 days to change a habit, but it's until you become a new person that habit literally dissipates. And I can confirm this because I stopped eating red meat more than 20 years ago. And when I'm offered red meat, I'm not eating red meat. I just don't eat red meat. It's not even an option. So I don't even think that, oh, today I'm not eating. I just don't. I'm not a red meat eater, period. So there you have it. How to get rid of bad habits and build good habits for yourself. And these are important if you're going to build a business that is successful, a business that survives the long term, because you need to have consistency. And some days you won't feel like waking up and doing the things that you need to do towards your business, towards moving the needle of your business. But you have to have the right habits that will be the ones that really drive you, as opposed to waiting for yourself to be in the right mood or to feel inspired for you to do the work. You'll never feel inspired. Half the time, I don't feel inspired to make videos. Like, I don't feel like doing it. I would rather do something else sometimes when I've got this plan or this thing, or a friend has called and she's like, oh, there's this thing we need to do, or can we go hiking, or can we do all these things? And I'm like, no, I'm filming. Like, so I've built it into my habits. So you want to do the same thing so that you're able to also provide value for your customers and to build a successful business in the long run. So let me know in the comments what you think, which one of the 5 you're going to start on immediately. So another thing I need to say is you don't have to try doing all 5. And actually, if you try doing all 5 at the same time, you'll probably fail, because it will be overwhelming, so you'll find yourself procrastinating. The best way to build new habits or use these tips is to pick one and do it. Perfect it. Then once you have that part down, you pick a second one. That's the best way for you to do it. So let me know below which one of the 5 are you going to start using towards building your good habits or getting rid of bad habits. So let me know in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I want to share more tips and ideas that you can use to build a successful business. And every week I do create a video for you that will be just as useful as this one. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you the next time. Bye.